I am Dr. Mahammad Rafi, Associate Professor, Department of Cyber Security at Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today I want to discuss about computer network subject, in which the topic is Introduction of Networks. Here the course outcomes. At the end of the course, student should be able to learn course outcome 1. Outline the basic concepts of a data communication, which includes the key aspect of the networking and their interrelationships, packets, circuits, and cell switching as a internal and external operations, physical structures, types and models, and inter-networking after completion of this first module. CO2. Here is a course outcome 2. Make use of the different types of the bit errors and the concepts of the bit redundancy for error detection and error correction. CO3. Student can identify the suitable design parameters and algorithms for assuring the quality of service and inter-networking in a various internet protocols. CO4. The student can able to interrupt the transport layer protocols, that is TCP UDP, for measuring in the network performance. Student will able to learn, illustrate the various protocols, that is FTP, SMTP, Telnet, email and WW, and standards DNS in a data communication among the networks. Course outcome 6. Here the student should be able to learn comparing the various networking models, that is OSI, TCP and IP, in terms of the designing parameters and communication model. Here, these are all the course outcomes of a computer network subject. At the end of this the course, student can able to learn these course outcomes. First, introductions of networks. Introduction of networks. What is a network? Generally, a group of devices that can be communicated with each other over the link. Here, the group of devices or group of computers. These are the group of other computers can be communicated with each other with help of the links. Each device, we are calling it as a host or a computer. Each host has a unique IP address. That means network means here is the number of other computers. Computer 1, computer 2, computer 3, computer 4. Number of other computers or other connected with each other. It will be connected over the network. That means here device 1 has a unique IP address. For example, 192.168.0.1, so which is having the unique IP address, and device 2 also having the unique IP address, that is 192.168.0.2. device 2 having its unique the IP address. Like this, now all the devices now which is having the unique IP address, and also each and every device which is having the link over the internet. With help of this link, it will be establish the communication from one device to the other device. Here is the link can be established with help of the IP address. Identify the particular other device with help of the IP address, the destination IP address. Now, with help of this IP address only, the link can be established between the two other computing devices and provide the communication over the network. So simply it is a group of the devices or connection of devices can be done over the internet. Router in a network. Now we are utilizing the number of routers between the devices. Generally here a device that appears simultaneously on a two or more networks. Here number of two or more networks. Now generally we are utilizing the other devices. That means a device, it may be the computer or a device with two or more network interface cards or NICs, that is a network interface cards. Now how you are using these are the devices means with help of the cards, network interface the cards. Now these are the cards are working as a interface between the networks. That's why, so which can be utilized, these routers now which can be utilized on a two or more networks. It will be connected. So this is a router the presentation, and the communication generally between the device to device can be established over the internet only. Here internet, what is a internet? That means a internet is a network of networks. A network of networks. That means the collection of networks. Now we are calling it as a internet. Over the internet, each host having the address of the form of small n by small h. Each and every host having its unique address, where n is the network number and h is the number of the host over the network. That means here this is the other network, each and every having the address. Now these hosts having the address 1 by 5. That means here this is a network number. N is a network number. H here h is the number of the host. That means 1 by 5 means on a first network, fifth host, fifth computer is connected to the network 1. Here 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means here on network 1, fourth computer is connected, fourth device is connected. That means here, so these network by host number which is giving the IP address. It is a unique. And 1 by 3 means the third computer which is connected to network 1. 1 by 2 is the second the computer now which will be connected to this one. And here also first computer, sixth computer, the number of other computers will be connected to the network. So all these, this is a network 1 and a network 2, network 2, network 3, network 4. All the networks can be connected with help of this link. So that's why we are saying it as networks, interconnection of the networks. We are calling it as a internet, networks of networks. In between this network to network, we are utilizing the routers. Here is the router which is showing the best path from source to destination. Whatever the data you are sending from source to destination, with help of this router now will establish the networks, which route the best the path, and which estimate the shortest and effective the path can be estimated with help of the routers from one network to another network. So this is the internet. Like this now, this network also which is having the number of devices. Here also having the number of devices. This network 2 also having the number of the devices. So each and from one network the device to another network device now generally, so will establish the communication. So networks over the internet having the unique network number. Network numbers also, which is a unique, so that is 1, 2, 3 unique number, same network not repeated over the internet. The networks are different unique numbers which is having. Combining these network numbers and host number will give the unique global name. Unique global name, which is now will get the global name. Therefore, from the outside and the internet, which look like say single network. So this is about the internet. Why do we need the internets? Here, connecting 1 billion of the devices or 1 million of the devices to each other directly. So it is a very complicated. That's why the internet is very important. That's why the internet is required. If you want to connect some billions and trillions of the networks, it's a very highly complicated task. Now, with the help of these networks, now easily we can establish the internet. So that's why we need the internets. Just connecting 9 devices like now will require the 36 bidirectional links. Number of links are 36 bidirectional links for connecting the 9 devices. A billion devices, would you need the, so half a quintillion connection links are required. The bidirectional links are required. Now here in a internet, always now we'll consider the bidirectional. So this is a bidirectional internet and a connection. That means number of network devices are connected. These are the device having the one network, and this device having the another networks, and these other device having the another network. This device having the different other networks now, which will be linked. Each and every other network is a link with help of the routers. Number of routers now we can utilize and linking and establishing the effective communication with help of the routers. That means one device to another device with help of these networks now effectively we can send the data and establish the communication with help of the networks. Here, if you try such things now, you will fail. Suppose the inter-network connection is a fail, and internet will just evolve with help of these routers now. It will be the failure of this now that can be the monitor. So this is the for the other regional networks. Now this is a cellular networks. So this is a one network, and this is another the network. This is a domestic. Now home domestic. This is the business network. So this is also a network. Number of networks now, cellular networks now, we will connect the cellular network to the business the network now. Here, these are the business networks also. The number of routers now will be arranged. The number of routers between the one device to the another device. The connection now with help of this the connection. Now you can establish the link between the one device to the another device. Here, number of these one other regional networks. This is the one network. So this is the another regional network. So each and every networks will be connected. By interconnecting these all these other networks now, we can frame the internet. Here, advantages of the internet across the various domains. Number of domains in a society. What are the domains you are using? Here is for that one. The advantages are accessing to the information. That means here, which vast resources now, which provide the access to the immense the amount of the information on a virtual or any other topic through the website. Through this website or articles, journals, and databases. That means with help of this the internet now through the website. Now we can able to access the any article can able to access, any journals can able to access, or any database can able to access through the website. Here is the website when you can accessing this the internet internet browsing application means now whenever these are the browser which is connected to internet, Now we can able to access the any article, journal and database. Updates also, the instant updates also now we can perform with help of the internet. That means any real-time updates on a news or scientific research, any other modifications or other field of the interest. Now for that now internet the service are required. Other, for example, the best example is other updations. Over the internet only, it will be other done. Any scientific other research or the field of the interest, any field of interest, any news updations. So in a social media, so that can be done with help of the internet only. The instant updations can be done with help of the internet only. The communication with help of this internet, we can establish the effective communications. How we are establishing the communications means via email, via social media, email, social media. Now we are establishing the communication with help of the social media and also the instant messaging and video calls. Video calls, message, the transparencies can be done with help of the internet. Here is email means now which provide the very quick and efficient communications through the electronic mail. Emails now efficiently within a fraction of seconds now we can able to transfer the data. So here the social media now if we take which is the connect the people globally and supports the sharing of the life events. Now with help of the with help of this the social in a social media generally the people globally they will be connected and sharing the life events, thoughts and multimedia contents. So anything now we can able to share through the social media with help of by supporting of the internet only. Instant and the messaging and video calls. That means now which is enables the real-time text. So any other real-time text that can be enabled. And video communications. Video communications or video conferencing can be done with help of the internet only. Bridging the geographical other distances by supporting of the internet only. Here this is the communication. These are all the advantages. And education and learning. So next advantage is education and learning. Now we are utilizing the internet as a service in a education and a learning. The best examples are the online course and tutorials. Here is educational institutions now which are providing the opportunity for learning. That means now educational system through the online. That means through MOOC courses or online courses and instructional videos, any Coursera's, any MOOC courses. So through these the MOOC courses or online courses or any instructional videos now which is providing the online courses service and the tutorials will be provided with help of the internet. That's why the education systems also improve. And research also. Research means now with help of this the internet now which is providing the accessing the academic projects. Here these academic projects and journals. With help of these academic the projects and the journals now, so the research can be implemented. And also the educational resources for in-depth learning and research. In-depth learning and research also. E-commerce and financial services. That is e-commerces and financial services. So e-commerce means any online shoppings, which is allowing the online shopping and accessing the global marketplace. Here, access the global marketplace. Globally now, throughout the world, so we can able to do the e-commerce or online shoppings can be done with the convenience of home delivery. So any Amazon, the best example is Amazon. Flipkarts. So online shop, this is a e-commerce. Swiggy, Zomato, these are all the e-commerce. And financial services, for that also for e-commerce and financial services for the internet is the required. And the banking systems also. Online banking services. So that is a phone pay, GPay. So these are all the online banking services. Mobile phone, internet banking, internet through this online banking, sending the any transactional files, any financial other transactions can be done, which including the other transactions online system, bill payments, any electrical bills, any gas bills, any bills can be paid, any financial managements can be done. So this is a banking system. And for next the advantages of the internet is a entertainment. Here, in terms of entertainment now, if you see the entertainment, the services are the streaming service and gaming service. Here is gaming and streaming services. These two are the these two services now, which is utilized for entertainment. Why? Because now in streaming services now we can access the movies. Here is wide range of other movies and TV shows. We can able to access the TV shows, musics, and games through the platforms like the Netflix, Spotify, and YouTube. So these are all the streaming services environment. Through the Netflix and YouTube now, all videos, audios, music, games, songs, everything we can able to access. For that now, internet is required. With help of this, the internet now, all the entertainment the services can be utilized by the end users. The gaming, in terms of the gaming now, which is supports the online gaming communities. Here is now, which is supporting the online gaming communities. Generally, multiplayer games, which is offering the entertainment and the social interactions. So these are the gaming service now for entertainment now. Malls, if you see in a malls now, number of the gaming services are provided. So with this now, the users so they can utilize it as a entertainment as a service. Gaming also so one of the entertainment as a service. Next, professional development. Here, network. How the internet is utilized as a professional the development means networking. So these networking, which enabling the professionals to connect, collaborate, and shares the opportunities to the platforms like LinkedIn. So LinkedIn it is a networking. Here, networking, which is enables the professionals. The professionals to connecting and collaborating and establishing the association. They will connect, collaborate, and establish the association and opportunities. If is there any opportunities that can be shared, that platform is a LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is the best networking platform for professional development. Remote work. Remote works are the now these are the network now which is supporting for the telecommunication and remote works. So which this remote work now which is allowing the people to work from various other locations. Now various other locations now the peoples can be work. That is a work from home. That is a remote work. And maintaining the work-life balance. If is there any other work balance, so that can be maintained and improve the with help of the remote work services can be done with help of the internet. Social interactions. Social interactions that means community building, crowdsourcing. These two are the social interactions. And in the community building, what we are doing, facilitate the formation of online communities. Online communities can be formed and support the groups based on the shared interest and experience. By sharing the interest and experience, different types of the communities can be formed with help of the internet. That is a social interaction. Crowdsourcing. Next, crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing means now we can engage large group of peoples in a problem solving, project development through the platform like the Kickstarter and Wikipedia. So with help of these the platforms now, the projects efficiently we can develop the projects in a software industry. Any other problems can be solved. Any projects can be developed. Any research work can be developed with the help of the crowdsourcing. So it is maintained in a generally software industries as a team. As a team now, will solve the problems. Any the large the group with the help of the large group of people. Now, any complicated problems or any ambiguous problems easily we can solve in a software development. Innovation and creativity. So, innovation and creativity, that means the collaboration tools and idea sharings. Generally, these can be utilized for innovation and creativity. Collaboration tools. The collaboration tools now, which is providing the tools for collaborative work. Collaborative work such as a cloud-based document, editing, project management platform. Now, the best example is for this one. Students at the end of this the course, that means the final year students now, they are collaboratively, they will do the other project, they will implement the other project, and cloud based document also for editing the cloud based document also. Now these are the collaborative other tools that can be collaboratively works the other employees in a cloud based document. Idea sharings, that means here idea sharing, fostering the innovations by enabling the people. Here is to sharing and developing the ideas collectively. By sharing and the development, the ideas, the collaborative is with the help of the idea sharing. So these are all the innovation and creativity in a over the internet. So this can be done over the internet only. Next, with help of this internet now, next the advantage is accessibility and convenience. That means here 24/7 the services, number of 24/7 availability the services now, which access to service and information around the clock over the internet. Over the internet now we'll do this. With help of this the internet now, we are making the 24/7 other services. It is a very easy to performing the task at any time. Easy of use. That means easy of use every day everybody. So every day everybody the tasks such as a booking travels, ordering foods or booking travels or accessing government services can be done over the internet. You can book the bookings if you want book the travels online with help of this internet only, that can be done. Ordering the food, that is the Zomato, any Swiggy's now with help of this over the internet only, it can be possible. It can be the access the services over the internet only. Here is accessing government, any government services, e-seva, any government other services, any government those whatever the which is the providing any schemes, that schemes can be accessed with help of this internet only. Here is the internet has a transformed many aspects of the daily life by enhancing the communications now, which is providing the access to information and services and fostering the innovations and connectivities with help of the internet. Here the types of networks. Generally in a society we are utilizing the different types of the networks. Among that now the first network is a local area network. Here the local area network, which is limited to the small geographical area. Small geographical area, that means single building or a campus. Any institutions as in a single building or any the domestic uses or a single campus. So it is a limited to the very small geographical areas. The purpose is now, which is used for connecting the other computers. Now with help of these LANs now, we can connect the computers, or we can connecting to the printers or other devices within the organizations or home, within the home or within the organization. With help of this LAN now, we can connect the all the other devices. The example is a office networks, home Wi-Fi networks. So for this all also we have to utilize the local area networks cabling. Wide area network, which is a scope, which is covers the large geographical area such as cities, any cities or countries or even the entire global. So that is a entire global also. Now with help of this wide area network now we'll establish the connection. That is a, so that's why which is covering the large geographical area. The purpose means here these WANs can be utilized for connecting the multiple LANs and enabling the communication over a long distance, over the city, over the country or entirely globally. Will establish the communication with the help of the WAN. For example, for the WAN are internet, corporate networks, and the spanning multiple locations. These are all the examples of the WAN. In internet also now we can use the WAN. Why? Because now for connecting the multiple networks, each and every network which is connected with the LAN, and one network having the connected with the LAN, another network connected with the another LAN. So number of networks are connected with the LAN. All the LAN connected networks can be connected. So we can form the internet. By connecting the multiple LANs now, we can form the internets. And also the corporate networks also now we are utilizing the WANs. So this is about the wide area networks and metropolitan area networks. MAN. Metropolitan area networks means MAN. Here the scope of this the MAN is a intermediate covering a city or large campus only. Here these the MANs are for large campuses now we can utilize for this. Now for what purpose we are using this the MAN means now we are used by organizations or service providers, any service providers, to linking the multiple buildings or sites within a city. So for that now we are using the MAN, metropolitan area networks. Examples are citywide Wi-Fi network connection, and network libraries. So these two are the examples for the MAN, metropolitan area networks examples. Personal area network. So what is a personal area network means? These networks are very small. So these are the networks now typically we are utilizing within few meters only. That means Bluetooth connection. So it is a personal area network, that is a PAN. Device to device connection. So with the help of this one device to one device now with a few meters. So now with the 50 meters or with the 60 meters, with a few meters, so the connection can be established. So connecting the personal devices. That means now with help of this the PAN networking now, so we can connect these smartphones, any smartphones or any tablets or any laptops. So these are all these for this purpose now we are using the personal area networks. Next to virtual private networks, VPN. So VPN, the scope is which is extending a private networks over a public network. You usually so the internet. That means which is providing the secure remote access. Securely we can access the any other connections to a network and protecting the data transmitted over the public network. That means whatever the data you are transferring, so the data can be secured and protected. Securely over this virtual private network now, the data can be transferred securely and protected your data. For example, here remote access to a company internal network. So this is a, for that purpose now we can utilize the virtual the private networks, that is a VPN. Network the components. Network the components are first different types of the so for connecting the devices, for connecting the multiple hosts now, so we have to utilize the network components. With help of these the network components now we can connect the multiple other devices. The components are first nodes. We can use the first component is a nodes. Node means now it is a device or endpoint in a network. So it is a device or endpoint in a network. Such as computer will be considered it as a one node, server it will be considered as a one node, routers which is considered as a one node, and printers will be considered as a one node. So it is a endpoint or it is a one device over the network. In a network it is a node. Node here the function now what it will do means now node can act as either the clients or server. Client means now which is requesting the resources. Here the server means now providing the resources, providing the service. Here the client is requesting the services, the server which is providing the services. Here these other nodes will be acting as a client or will be acting as a server. Network interface cards, NICs. Generally the definition of the network interface, the cards now. So these are the cards which is allowing the devices to connecting the networks. Now if you want to connect the networks will require the network interface cards are required. That means here network interface cards can be wired or Ethernet or wireless, Wi-Fi, wireless the fidelity. Routers means now these are the devices that direct the data packets between the different networks. So this is about the routers and functions. Here these are all the network interface other cards now will perform all these other tasks. Functions means what about these are the functions which will perform here. So here is the router which is manages the traffic within the network between the network and the devices, and ensuring the data reaches to its particular the expected the destination. Monitoring the traffic. Here this is the functions now with help of this other routers now. So the destination, whatever the destination you are selected, that particular selected the destination, effectively the data can be transferred with help of via the routers. Here for that now it will be provide over the internet, over the network interface cards. Switches. What is a switches? Switches now that connect the devices within a LAN and manage the data flow between them. Here number of the multiple LANs, local area networks, whatever the local area networks you are utilizing in a laboratories or any research hubs. So anywhere these are the switches now which is connecting the number of the devices in a laboratories now. 32 port switch or 16 port switch, 8 port switch, number of the switches are varies in terms of the ports. And functions, the function is the functions of the switches now which is operate at the data link layer. Here at the data link layer, so which is the second layer of the OSI reference model. So these are the switches now which is creating the network of devices. With help of these the switches now will create the devising. All the devices are working under the network. That environment can be created with help of the switches and efficiently manages the data traffic and monitoring the data traffic with help of the switches. Monitor and manages the data traffic over the network with help of the switches. Modems, modulation and demodulators. That means here these are the modem devices which is converting digital data from the computer into the analog signals. Here mainly with help of these the modems what will do, digital signals can be transferred, converted into the analog signals. Why we are converting means for data transmission over telephonic lines and cable systems and vice versa. That means here for converting now we are utilizing the over the telephone line or any cable system. With help of this one we can convert the digital information into the analog information. Here these are the modems now which is enabling the internet connectivity by connecting to a internet service providers, that is ISPs. With help of with the connectivity of the internet service of the providers, now will provide the services, will establish the communication with help of the modems. That means that's why internet connectivity can be established with help of the modems. So this is a function of the modems. Cabling and wireless the technology. Cabling, which includes the Ethernet cables, that is a Cat5e, Cat6, used for wide connections. So this can be cabling. Wireless is the technology now, that is a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So these two are the Wi-Fi, wireless, the fidelity and Bluetooth. These two technologies are the wireless technology. So it will be for connecting the devices without physical cabling. Now which device connecting the device without physical cabling. Network the protocols. Network the protocols now, the transmission control protocols, that is the TCP. Here these are the TCP now which ensures the reliable data transmission between the devices and handling the error connection and data sequencing. With help of these TCP, actually the protocol is a connection oriented protocol. By establishing the connection between the two open-ended system, then only will transfer the information. After confirming the orientation, connection orientation, now will transfer the data and the sequence here. This one is a very reliable data transmission between the devices. And if is there errors, that can be handled and corrected the errors. Internet protocol. Next network protocol is a internet protocol. Over the network now, we can utilize the internet protocol for addressing the devices of a network. So in a network, each and every device having its own internet, is a unique internet IP address, which enabling data to be routed from the source to the destination. With help of this IP address now, we can transfer the data from source device to the destination device. Next, the protocol we can use over the networking, hypertext transfer protocol. Hypertext transfer the protocol, it is a web-based protocol. Now, the data over the internet here, with help of the net browsing application, so these the protocols we can utilize and transferring the data. But it is not a secure, sometimes text data. Any unauthorized persons can be hacked. That's why HTTPS, the protocols now we can use over the internet. That is a hypertext transfer, the protocol secure. With HTTPS now, securely we can transfer the data. Next, the protocol over the internet now we can use, so that is a file the transfer the protocol. Here this is the file transfer the protocol, transfer of the files between the devices on the networks. Between the two devices, the files can be transferred with help of the FTP protocol. Network the topologies. Over the network now, networks, we are constructing different types of the topologies. First now, the first the topology, the star topology. Here, star topology now, all the nodes, all the computers are connected to the central hub or switch. It is a star the topology. For one particular the central hub now, all the other computers can be connected. For particular switch now, all the computers can be connected. If it is connected in the form of the star. Here, the advantage is easy to manage and troubleshoot. So this is the advantage of the star topology. Bus the topology, all nodes are connected to a single central cable. So this is a bus topology. So advantage is now implementing and cost effective for a small network. These are topologies, bus topology. Ring topology. Ring topology generally in a circular fashion. So we'll establish the network the connection in a circular fashion if it is the network is a ring topology, with the data traveling in one direction only. Advantage now which provide the predictable data transmission time. So this is the data can be predicted. mesh topology. Mesh the topology here. Each and every node is connected to every other node. All nodes are interconnected in a mesh the topology. That means by interconnecting all the nodes now, we can achieve the high reliability and reducing the redundancy data transformation between the devices. Hybrid the topology. Hybrid topology in a networks now, which combine the elements of different topologies. Different topologies now to meet the specific needs. This is a hybrid the topology. Star topology, ring topology. It will be depends upon the need. It will be the combined and establish the network the connection. Flexible and scalable. This topology, hybrid topology, as per the needs, as per the organization needs. Here, these networks are very essential for modern the communication and computing, which is enabling the exchanging of data, resources and services. By understanding the different types, components and the protocols of the networks, so it is very crucial for the effective designing, managing and troubleshooting of the network system with help of the networks. And the textbook for this textbook is a data communication and networking. That is the Frozen, Tata McGraw-Hill 5th edition. So this is a textbook for the reference. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.